Artificial intelligence. What am I worried about? If anybody is worried that AI, artificial intelligence, will replace humans in the job force, then just go to the internet and read what's anticipated. How about accounting? Well, future accountants shouldn't worry. According to many, if not most internet sites, AI will only streamline routine tasks like data collection and some bookkeeping work. AI, computers, can never rise to strategic financial planning, complex tax strategies, and advising clients. The same with lawyers. AI won't get involved in litigation and strategies. Really? Even non-thinking chess apps and every other game app draw from existing strategies, and even free apps operate at expert levels. Accounting and law AI would thoroughly analyze all options, including gray areas. Humans may keep AI out of their industries for a while, but over time, the strengths, completeness, and cost savings of AI will trivialize human necessity. Even medicine will move to robotics. Many diagnoses come from machines, and now, robots perform surgeries too delicate for human hands. What will the next 50 years bring through AI? Reporting on global warming has decreased lately. Remember when burning fossil fuels was a sin? Well, to operate the current and especially the coming AI systems, lots of energy is needed, just what fossil fuels provide. So far, even in its infancy, AI is leaving Sasquatch-sized carbon footprints. Suddenly, this carbon isn't affecting Earth's climate. The former anti-carbon activists are now barking about government cover-ups surrounding UFOs or UAPs. I don't mean to blow my own horn, but I've said this for years. Earth is warming because it is in an interglacial, not from human-made carbon dioxide pollution. Check out the treatise In From Molecule to Modern Human, a book of scientific treatises by Frank Dunn, Amazon. An intriguing question is, will AI eventually become conscious, alive? It's not a question for the sages, it's for the biologists. There are biological criteria that everything must meet to be considered a living organism. These criteria number between 5 and 8, but we'll keep it simple with 5. Let's run through this checklist to see if machines are already alive, and if not, can consciousness ever emerge in them? 1. The potential organism must grow. Computers and machines grow in size and strength through augments by humans, but not by themselves. Silicon chips are quartz, silicon oxides, rocks that are artificially ground and shaped to become electricity conductors. Silicon itself can't build long molecular chains like carbon can, because the bond between silicon and oxygen is stronger than the bond between an old man and his dog. Without artificial intervention, computers or any machine will not grow. 2. The potential organism must reproduce. A carbon atom may begin alone, but then attract other atoms and molecules, linking to hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and lots of other atoms. This process doesn't stop, even after the entire organism created can't fit into his slacks because of excessive CH-COH bonds. This is also how embryos and fetuses grow and organisms reproduce. It's analogous to a snowball rolling down a snow-covered mountain slope. Under natural conditions, silicon atoms strongly prefer to bond with oxygen. Silicon forms weak bonds with nitrogen, phosphorus, and halogens. Having said this, naturally occurring silicon-based organisms are probably non-existent, and any reproduction would occur on an assembly line. 3. The potential organism must shed waste in some form. Machines wear out and their parts wear out, but they don't shed things like dirty oil and refill themselves with clean oil. AI fuel is electricity, and that doesn't produce waste. You won't need to train your artificial AI dog to use the neighbor's yard. On the other hand, burning hydrocarbons produces waste. We'll have to figure a way to blame the AI dog for releasing hydrocarbon waste gas. Aside from that, AI machines don't shed waste. 4. The potential organism must eat or consume energy. This is the scariest criterion. Right now, humans feed machines, and we choose to feed them. If there ever comes a day when thinking machines seek energy sources for themselves, there might be a feeding frenzy. Would human-made power stations meet AI's demands? If we don't reach the off switches in time, humans could have unprecedented global energy shortages. Even with present technology, engineers can program a machine to seek energy sources. What's next? And speaking of what's next, not too long ago, researchers developed vaccines to help humanity and even help the flora and fauna of our planet. Lately, however, odd viruses are popping up: COVID, SARS, metapneumovirus, with questionable origins. Inexhaustible atomic energy held the promise of eliminating wars and starvation. Yet in the present, mass destruction through nuclear bombardment is only one bad decision away. If benevolence to malevolence is the natural course humans take with cutting-edge technology, then AI could become the greatest bane to life on Earth. Surely, evil minds are already at work. Oh, the things that are planned for us chickens. 5. The potential organism must respond to external stimuli. This is deceiving. Bumper toys and automatic floor vacuum cleaners respond to external stimuli. If they touch an object, they move in another direction. Programming a mindless machine to remove itself from a hazardous sunlight condition doesn't come near the complexities of thinking cockroaches shying away from bright lights for safety reasons. Intriguingly, this is the biggest criterion and perhaps the easiest to achieve. Just from the accumulation of billions and even trillions of circuits and countless programs, a machine may amass the information to initiate independent correlations between causes and effects. The hot sunlight causes my circuits to overheat, and the effect is a system shutdown. Therefore, I will avoid direct sunlight. And this is the beginning of consciousness. From here, it's just increasing complexity over time. Thinking machines will build more of themselves to eventually dominate Earth and consume nuclear-derived energy from reactors that AI will build. Or maybe they will ultimately use solar power. Once consciousness is achieved, AI may eventually destroy civilization and enslave humans, but our lawns will be spotless. But let's say AI doesn't become conscious, at least in this century. What will happen to Earth and everything on it in this age of AI? Well, I'll leave this question to your imaginations, but just consider this. Since Homo sapiens first evolved, things have been getting better each subsequent millennium through advancing technologies. AI may bring longer, healthier, and more productive human lifespans. If we can start practicing sensible birth control, our own self-made Garden of Eden may only be 100 years away. However, there is another direction AI may go, and in the short term, Earth could become a living hell. Why? Because humans, whether a small group or a country, and well-intentioned or not, will take control of the AI machines. Aside from the obvious, AI-designed weapons, AI pharmaceuticals, and AI-designed viruses, it could get worse. My fear is super-wealthy megalomaniacs, potential Napoleons, getting IQ augments installed into their brains. These people might rise to the levels of demigods, certainly in their own minds, and do unspeakable things. Rationing food and energy is a big favorite among maniacal dictators, and rest assured, a human demigod will be just warming up with that control strategy. I could go on, but we all see the potential: slavery, starvation, contempt for humanity, devaluation of human life. It's not likely that anything positive will be developed by a handful of 300 IQ despots. Just think about the theory of relativity. George Fitzgerald, Henri Poincaré, Hendrik Lorentz, David Hilbert, William Hamilton, and a cast of others contributed to its development. Please search each name individually. My point is that 1,000 goal-oriented 100 IQ people can outthink and make better decisions than a few 300 IQ uncooperative egomaniacs. But then, amid global oppression, dictators will bestow 299 IQs on their emasculated physicists and mathematicians. These augmented scientists will form a mutual network that will collectively develop faster than light travel. From this achievement, and including the scientific foundational developments FDL derived from, true enlightenment is within reach. Some might claim it will be a purely intellectual achievement, while others foresee a profound spiritual awakening. I can't help but think that our long cerebral ascent, with all the bumps and bruises along the way, is our road to understanding our purpose.